Seneca once said, "A wise man is content with his own company and does not crave the admiration of others." In a world constantly pushing us to reveal everything, Stoicism teaches us a different path, one of inner strength and discernment. Today, we'll explore a vital yet often overlooked aspect of resilience: 8 things a man should keep to himself in relationships. This isn't about creating distance or hiding who you are. It's about understanding that true power lies in knowing when to reveal and when to hold back. In mastering this balance, we cultivate a grounded, self-assured presence that enhances, not diminishes, our connections. So why keep certain things private? Because the art of discretion isn't just a shield, it's a way to protect your growth, independence, and clarity in relationships. Dive in with us as we reveal how to walk the Stoic path to wisdom and strength in modern relationships. 1. His financial status. In modern Stoicism, a man's relationship with his financial status is a profound expression of modesty, prudence, and self-reliance, qualities that shape not only his outlook, but also his relationships. The Stoic man understands that wealth is an external, a temporary status that doesn't define his true character or self-worth. As Epictetus wisely noted, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This thought anchors the Stoic's approach to his finances and reflects a mindset where external wealth is secondary to internal fortitude. When he interacts with others, particularly in a close relationship, he doesn't feel compelled to reveal every detail of his finances, not to keep secrets, but to focus on deeper, more meaningful aspects of life. He knows that his true value, his essence, lies in the strength of his character, his wisdom, and his integrity, not in the amount of money he holds. This conviction brings him to embody modesty, a cornerstone of Stoic values. He doesn't flaunt his financial achievements or allow his material success to become a source of pride or self-worth. He maintains a steady, humble demeanor, for he knows that true fulfillment stems from the inner virtues that money cannot buy. By focusing on his virtues rather than his wealth, he cultivates a presence that speaks to his inner qualities: strength, resilience, and kindness, qualities that do not hinge on financial power. In a world where wealth often equates to status, the Stoic man's humility is both refreshing and powerful, allowing others to see him as he truly is, rather than as his bank account portrays him. At the heart of the Stoic's approach to finances lies the virtue of prudence. A Stoic man plans carefully and wisely, ensuring his financial management serves a stable, responsible life, free from the traps of extravagance and dependency. This prudence is not about amassing wealth out of greed or fear, but about securing a foundation that allows him to live peacefully without the anxiety of financial uncertainty. He knows that money can be fleeting and that even the best-laid plans may shift unexpectedly. By managing his finances prudently, he seeks to eliminate unnecessary stress for himself and those he cares about. The Stoic man, therefore, approaches his finances much like he does other areas of life, with an eye on moderation and self-control. By balancing careful spending and saving, he aims to live in a way that aligns with his values and gives him a stable ground to support himself and contribute positively to those around him. Self-reliance is yet another essential trait in the Stoic's financial philosophy, symbolizing his desire for freedom and independence. The Stoic man is deeply aware that reliance on external sources for financial security, whether family, friends, or society at large, can jeopardize his ability to live freely and in alignment with his values. As Marcus Aurelius advised, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Guided by this wisdom, the Stoic man strives for financial independence to maintain a life of freedom where he does not need to depend on others or impose his burdens on them. This independence allows him to live within his means and, more importantly, to control his desires, proving his commitment to simplicity and self-sufficiency. In choosing to live modestly, he frees himself from the pressures of consumerism and status-seeking, placing value instead on personal growth and virtue. In his relationships, the Stoic man's discretion about his finances mirrors his understanding that true connections are built on shared values, respect, and genuine affection, not on financial prowess. He approaches relationships with the belief that character and virtue are what truly bind people together. This outlook allows him to attract those who value his depth and sincerity rather than his net worth. By maintaining privacy around his financial affairs, he creates a space for relationships to flourish based on mutual understanding and trust, devoid of superficial considerations. In doing so, he safeguards both his peace of mind and the integrity of his relationships, recognizing that love and companionship should never be contingent on wealth. The Stoic approach to financial matters reminds us that true wealth lies within, and our external resources should serve to enhance our virtue rather than control our happiness. In today's fast-paced world, where financial achievement is often praised above all else, embodying Stoic values like modesty, prudence, and self-reliance can guide us toward a balanced and fulfilling life. For the Stoic man, money is merely a tool, a means to achieve stability and independence, but never an end in itself. His worth is measured not by his assets, but by his virtues, his inner resilience, and his commitment to living by principles that elevate him beyond materialistic desires. Thus, the modern Stoic, or as some would say, the iron mind, manages his finances with a steadfast heart, applying ancient wisdom to contemporary life. In a society that often prioritizes image and financial success, the Stoic man stands apart by valuing authenticity and inner wealth. His philosophy of financial independence, humility, and thoughtful management sets a timeless example of what it means to lead a meaningful, grounded life. By following this path, he reinforces that real power lies not in what he can buy, but in his ability to live freely, with an unshakable foundation in self-mastery and inner peace, embodying the essence of Stoic secrets for a life well lived. 2. His secrets. In Stoic philosophy, the way a man manages his personal secrets is intimately connected to virtues like discretion, honor, and respect, not just for others, but profoundly for himself. For a Stoic, keeping secrets isn't about deception or hiding truths. Instead, it reflects a deep respect for privacy and personal dignity, an understanding that one's inner life is sacred and that some things aren't meant for the eyes and ears of others, even those we deeply care about. In our current world, where transparency is often equated with honesty, and where social media invites us to reveal every aspect of our lives, the Stoic approach encourages us to step back and recognize the value in holding certain aspects of ourselves close. Secrets, in the Stoic sense, are not lies or attempts to mislead, but are symbols of the inner journey each person undertakes. They reflect personal growth, struggles, and private reflections, things that are meaningful precisely because they are personal. The virtue of discretion is at the core of Stoic rules, guiding a Stoic man as he navigates relationships and social dynamics. A Stoic doesn't engage in gossip or idle talk about others. He respects both his boundaries and those of others. This isn't out of fear of being judged, or because he's hiding something negative, but because he honors the privacy of everyone's inner life. He views personal boundaries as inviolable, sacred spaces that deserve respect. In a relationship, this becomes particularly important. When a man maintains his private world, he's not hiding from his partner, but ensuring that he remains connected to his own journey and values. Discretion is a protective virtue in a world that often values exposure over integrity, allowing a stoic man to remain steady and unshaken by the need to justify every aspect of his inner world. This emphasis on privacy doesn't mean he lacks openness or trust in others. Instead, it highlights the importance he places on his personal moral compass, which guides him in deciding what is meaningful to share and what should be kept within. Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." A stoic man recognizes that his thoughts, experiences, and secrets shape who he is, and by selectively sharing them, he preserves the sanctity of his inner self. This isn't about concealing who he is, but about protecting the essence of his journey, understanding that not all aspects of life are for public display. Just as we safeguard physical treasures, the Stoic sees his inner experiences as precious, worth defending against the triviality of exposure. Honor is another key virtue, one that demands he act with integrity and uphold the trust placed in him by others. He's reliable, someone who others can confide in, and he never uses secrets as leverage. In modern relationships, where privacy can sometimes feel compromised, this commitment to honor and integrity allows him to build genuine connections founded on trust rather than transparency alone. A Stoic man understands that when someone shares their secrets, it's a gesture of trust, and he values this profoundly, refusing to betray that trust for any reason. He carries a deep respect for others' inner lives, avoiding deceit and manipulation, as he knows that these behaviors would only tarnish his character. This is about cherishing the sanctity of relationships, ensuring that his conduct honors not just the people in his life, but the very principles he holds dear. At the heart of this approach lies a profound trust in oneself. A Stoic man believes in his own judgment, confident in his ability to navigate what he feels is worthy of sharing and what should remain private. This self-assuredness is not isolation, it's strength. It's about cultivating an iron mind that remains steadfast and resilient, free from the pressure to reveal all. Cicero, a revered Stoic figure, stated, "The most sacred thing in the world is the human soul." This profound statement encapsulates the Stoic reverence for the inner self, a place that includes one's thoughts, emotions, struggles, and yes, secrets. For the Stoic, protecting one's inner self is a way of honoring this sanctity. He understands that living by Stoic principles means nurturing a life of virtue and discipline, of self-reliance and respect, and these virtues form a shield against the superficial expectations of the world. In today's fast-paced, often invasive society, this Stoic approach to personal secrets provides timeless guidance for those seeking to live with integrity. So, ask yourself, what parts of your life do you want to keep close, not out of secrecy, but to retain a deep sense of self? As you navigate relationships, consider how maintaining a private inner life can deepen your connections with others and help you lead a more meaningful existence. By following these Stoic rules, a man can embody the core Stoic tenets in his daily life, staying true to his values and preserving his peace of mind in a world that too often values exposure over substance. This way of living isn't about creating barriers, but about cultivating a dignified, virtuous inner self that stands resilient amid the noise of modern life. Embrace these Stoic principles to enrich your journey, for in honoring your inner self, you honor the very essence of who you are and strengthen the foundation upon which all your relationships are built. 3. His ambitions. The Stoic man's approach to ambition is not shaped by a hunger for glory or recognition, but by a profound sense of purpose, self-discipline, and commitment to virtue. Ambition, in Stoicism, is deeply tied to a man's moral and ethical foundation. It's not just about what he wants to achieve, but about how those ambitions reflect his character and values. For a Stoic, ambition is not driven by ego or a desire for external validation. Instead, it is about fulfilling a personal mission aligned with his inner principles and the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature and reason. In sharing his ambitions, particularly in relationships, the Stoic man is cautious, not out of secrecy, but from a deep-seated respect for his own journey and the sanctity of his purpose. How often have you found yourself sharing goals simply to gain approval or to fit in with others? The Stoic man avoids this trap. He knows that true ambition should be driven from within, by what we feel is right and purposeful, not by a need to impress or gain favor. The Stoic man's ambitions are centered around self-betterment and contributing meaningfully to the world around him. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." This resonates powerfully in a world where ambition is often portrayed as a competitive, cutthroat endeavor. The Stoic's ambition is about remaining true to his values, even when society pulls him in other directions. He understands that his goals must serve a higher purpose, and that his actions should reflect a desire to improve not only his own life, but also to contribute positively to others. His ambition is to be a part of something greater than himself, to add value to the community and promote ethical living. He does not chase after hollow achievements, for his sights are set on the impact of his actions rather than the applause they may garner. In this way, the Stoic man redefines success, finding it not in fame or wealth, but in the integrity of his pursuits and their alignment with Stoic principles. Discipline is crucial to this path. A Stoic man approaches his ambitions methodically, understanding that greatness is not achieved overnight, but through consistent effort, self-restraint, and resilience. He is aware that the journey to his goals will not always be easy, yet he embraces each challenge as an opportunity to grow stronger. This steadfast dedication is not to showcase his grit to others, but as a testament to his commitment to living a life of purpose. Think about the goals you've set and the times you may have wavered. How often is that due to external distractions or fears of judgment? The Stoic man resists these distractions, reminding himself that ambition pursued for self-betterment is its own reward. He embodies the Stoic lesson that what stands in the way becomes the way, finding strength in obstacles rather than using them as excuses. Each step he takes, no matter how small, is a victory of self-control over impulse, a manifestation of his iron will. The Stoic man's ambitions are also underscored by a sense of duty. Unlike those who pursue success purely for personal gain, the Stoic man's goals are intertwined with the betterment of those around him. He recognizes his interconnectedness with society and feels a responsibility to contribute positively. This sense of duty ensures that his ambitions are not selfish pursuits, but part of a larger mission to uplift and support others. By focusing on this bigger picture, he moves forward with a clear conscience, knowing that his success is not just his own, but something that benefits the world at large. In a relationship, he brings this mindset of service and humility. When he shares his goals with a woman, it's not to seek admiration or validation, but to build a shared vision rooted in mutual respect and growth. His companion becomes a partner in this journey, not an audience for his achievements. When a Stoic man reveals his ambitions to someone, He does so with a quiet confidence, knowing that his worth is not defined by external success. He values the company of those who understand his commitment to purpose and virtue, rather than those impressed only by worldly achievements. This humility creates a foundation for meaningful relationships, where both partners support each other's growth rather than seeking validation through accomplishments. He knows that a shared journey towards meaningful goals can strengthen bonds, as both individuals work toward common virtues. In choosing a partner who values these Stoic lessons, he ensures that their connection is built on shared values, not fleeting admiration. In a world that often prioritizes material success, the Stoic man stands as a reminder that real ambition is about character and contribution, not the accolades we receive. Marcus Aurelius' philosophy teaches us that we should be motivated by our own reasoned choices, grounded in what we believe to be right and good, rather than being swayed by the opinions of others. The Stoic man's life, shaped by virtue, discipline, and duty, embodies this ethos. He measures his success not by trophies or titles, but by the consistency of his actions and the positive impact of his life's work. He is a quiet force, one who makes a difference without drawing unnecessary attention to himself, someone whose ambition is defined by strength of character and resilience. In following this Stoic path, the Stoic man becomes a model of true ambition, a life guided by purpose rather than popularity, by values rather than vanity. The questions for us are, how can we realign our ambitions to serve our highest values? Are we pursuing goals for the right reasons, or are we seeking validation from the outside? In the pursuit of our own ambitions, adopting Stoic principles can help us focus on what truly matters: a commitment to integrity, perseverance in the face of obstacles, and a dedication to leaving a positive mark on the world. This perspective not only deepens our sense of fulfillment, but also allows us to live a life of quiet pride and lasting impact, much like the Stoic man who strives not for applause, but for a legacy of virtue and service to others. In adopting these Stoic lessons, we too can cultivate ambitions that stand the test of time and bring meaningful change to our lives and those around us. 4. His love. In the Stoic perspective, love is an experience grounded in independence, rationality, and self-reliance, qualities that allow a man to engage in relationships without sacrificing his own sense of self. Rooted in the wisdom of Stoic masters like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, Stoicism teaches that love is not about losing oneself in the emotions or attachments of another, but about entering a relationship with clarity, purpose, and the understanding that our personal strength is not diminished by love. This view is especially refreshing in a modern world where romantic relationships often blur the lines between personal autonomy and emotional reliance. For a Stoic man, love is an experience that complements his resilience, adding meaning to his life without becoming a dependency that hinders his growth or judgment. Think of love not as a possession or an attachment that binds you, but as a journey shared between two people who respect, care for, and support each other without compromising their individuality. The Stoic man's approach to love is not about indifference or detachment, but rather about finding a balance between emotional depth and rational understanding. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best way to avenge yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer. This is a powerful reminder that true love, when guided by Stoic principles, is not about losing control or reacting out of impulsiveness, but about maintaining one's virtue, kindness, and strength, even in times of emotional intensity. This sense of discipline allows a Stoic man to navigate love with grace, never letting his emotions lead him to actions that contradict his values. In a relationship, this means he cherishes his partner, but he doesn't allow this affection to cloud his reasoning or to compel him to act against his principles. By keeping his rational judgment intact, he loves deeply yet wisely, knowing that true love honors not only the other person, but also his own integrity. The Stoic man's love is also marked by a lack of unreasonable demands or expectations, which often weigh down relationships. He doesn't view love as something owed to him, nor does he expect his partner to fulfill every emotional need. Instead, he approaches love with gratitude, seeing it as a precious gift rather than an entitlement. This outlook keeps his relationships grounded and free from the possessiveness or entitlement that often turns love into a source of conflict. His love is visible not just in words, but in actions, in the way he cares for and respects his partner daily. His understanding of Stoic secrets in love allows him to be present, supportive, and giving without compromising his autonomy. He's there not to fix or complete another, but to walk alongside them, sharing life's experiences in a way that uplifts both partners. By loving with a sense of reason and freedom, the Stoic man preserves his self-sufficiency. He does not depend on his partner to define his worth or validate his identity, for he knows that true happiness and strength come from within. This echoes the Stoic principle of focusing on what lies within our control. As Epictetus famously said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." For the Stoic man, emotional independence allows him to love more genuinely, as he does not cling to his partner out of fear of loneliness or insecurity. His love, therefore, becomes an act of free will, a choice rooted in respect and mutual growth. He is not there to possess or demand, but to support and honor. His partner becomes not an emotional crutch, but a fellow traveler, each enriching the other's life without hindering personal growth. Even in the face of hardship, a Stoic man's approach to love remains steadfast and aligned with his core values. He does not let emotional turbulence shake his resolve or lead him into actions that contradict his principles. If a relationship becomes strained, he approaches the situation with composure and self-respect, choosing to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. He knows that true resilience is about maintaining control over one's actions and emotions. For him, love is never an excuse to stray from his principles. Instead, it is an opportunity to demonstrate the strength and reliability of his character. When challenges arise, he asks himself if his actions reflect his highest values, fostering a love that is mature, enduring, and built on mutual respect. In a world where personal growth often takes a backseat to emotional dependency in relationships, the Stoic approach offers invaluable guidance. The Stoic man's love is a delicate balance. He loves without losing himself, cares without clinging, and remains devoted without compromising his autonomy. He approaches love with a spirit of freedom and respect, knowing that by maintaining his inner strength, he enriches both his life and his relationships. This doesn't mean he withholds love or remains distant. Rather, he brings his best self to his partner, choosing to share his life from a place of completeness rather than neediness. By embodying this Stoic philosophy, he ensures that love serves as a path toward shared growth rather than a source of dependency or control. For anyone embracing modern Stoicism, this approach to love offers a framework for meaningful and balanced relationships. It teaches us to value independence even as we cherish deep connections, to recognize love as a shared journey rather than a binding contract, and to live out our love through actions that reflect our truest values. A Stoic love is one of stability, respect, and quiet strength. It is a love that does not shout for attention or demand validation, but stands firm in the silent dignity of mutual respect and understanding. Through this philosophy, we are reminded that love should elevate both individuals, making each a stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled version of themselves. By integrating these Stoic secrets into our relationships, we cultivate a love that resonates with ancient wisdom, yet perfectly suits the demands of modern life, leading to a life of contentment and harmony that truly honors the essence of Stoicism. If you believe in staying true to yourself while chasing your dreams, drop a Stoic strength in the comments. Let's show how many of us are committed to this journey of resilience and purpose. 5. His weaknesses. In the heart of Stoicism lies a powerful truth. Our character is not defined by the trials we face, but by how we choose to respond. This philosophy, timeless and profound, encourages us to view personal weaknesses not as flaws to be hidden or sources of shame, but as pathways to growth and strength. For a Stoic, particularly a man committed to the Stoic principles, resilience and self-mastery come not from seeking validation for his struggles, but from confronting his weaknesses with courage and calm, grounded in a desire to improve rather than to receive sympathy. In today's world, where vulnerability and openness are often encouraged, Stoicism presents a unique, almost counterintuitive approach. It suggests that true strength may lie in our ability to face hardships quietly, developing inner fortitude that does not rely on external affirmation. This doesn't mean ignoring pain or bottling up emotions. Rather, it's about recognizing that while we can't control life's trials, we have absolute control over how we respond to them. For the Stoic man, acknowledging a weakness is not an act of surrender, but a step toward transformation. Imagine facing a challenging situation at work or in a relationship. Instead of venting frustrations or seeking comfort, a Stoic would pause and reflect, asking himself, "What strength can I gain from this? How can I use this to become more resilient?" This approach doesn't deny the existence of hardship, but reframes it as a tool for self-discovery. In a society that often glorifies vulnerability, Stoicism adds depth by reminding us that we don't always need to share our pain to find value in it. There is an immense strength in facing adversity with quiet endurance, choosing to learn from our challenges without the need for recognition or sympathy from others. The Stoic man holds himself accountable, understanding that each trial is a chance to refine his character. In this way, weaknesses transform from obstacles into opportunities, allowing him to cultivate patience, resilience, and an unshakable inner peace. This Stoic mindset encourages us to see hardships as raw materials, shaping us into stronger, wiser individuals. In the face of difficulty, a Stoic chooses to embody virtues like patience and endurance, knowing that real growth comes not from external rewards or applause, but from internal victories over our impulses. Think of someone who consistently remains calm in the face of anger, who responds to criticism with grace, or who stands firm in their values when pressured. Such people embody the iron mind that Stoicism cultivates. They remind us that strength isn't about appearing invulnerable. It's about having the courage to meet challenges with a clear mind and a steady heart. Stoicism offers a powerful reminder that, while life may throw chaos our way, we always have the choice to respond with dignity. This attitude frees us from the need for approval or pity, focusing instead on building a solid, self-assured character that can withstand the ups and downs of life. In a modern context, this Stoic approach to personal weakness may feel at odds with the prevalent view that sharing our struggles openly is a path to healing. But Stoicism challenges us to go deeper, to explore what it means to be resilient without the crutch of external validation. Imagine a situation where you've made a mistake at work or failed to meet a personal goal. Instead of seeking sympathy, a Stoic would reflect on what went wrong and how he can improve, using the experience as fuel for growth. This isn't about ignoring setbacks, it's about facing them head-on, taking full responsibility for our reactions and choices. A Stoic man views his weaknesses as stepping stones on the path to becoming a better, more virtuous version of himself. Rather than complaining or seeking reassurance, he quietly channels his energy into self-improvement, knowing that true strength comes from within. This is not about suppressing emotions, but about learning to master them, transforming them into tools for growth. As Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This principle reminds us that strength lies in our ability to be content within, to find fulfillment without the need for external validation. When facing hardships, a Stoic man chooses not to be consumed by them, refusing to let adversity define his worth. He understands that his struggles, while difficult, are simply part of his journey, and that his reaction to them is what truly shapes his character. This resilience allows him to face life's challenges with grace, knowing that every trial is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. The Stoic approach teaches us that personal growth is a continuous journey, one that requires discipline, patience, and a firm belief in our ability to overcome. By embracing these Stoic rules, a man becomes a beacon of calm and strength in a world often dominated by chaos and uncertainty. He doesn't hide his weaknesses out of fear or shame, but understands that true resilience doesn't need to be broadcasted. His journey is inward, a testament to the quiet power of self-mastery. Through this philosophy, he cultivates an inner strength that doesn't waver, regardless of the storms that come his way. He becomes a living example of Stoic principles, reminding us all that while we may not control the trials we face, we always have control over our response. In following this path, he learns to see each challenge as a gift, a chance to strengthen his resolve and live a life of dignity and purpose. By following these Stoic principles, we too can cultivate a life that stands strong in the face of adversity, grounded in values that elevate us beyond the reach of life's uncertainties. In the end, the Stoic journey is not about eliminating weakness, but about transforming it into a source of strength, honoring our ability to rise above and navigate life with a steady heart and a serene mind, embodying the timeless wisdom of Stoicism in every step we take. Six, his dreams. In Stoicism, dreams are more than mere fantasies. They are purposeful ambitions grounded in realism, self-reliance, and a firm sense of inner direction. For a Stoic man, dreams are not vague hopes for distant outcomes, but deliberate objectives aligned with his values, capabilities, and principles. In this sense, Stoicism offers a unique perspective on aspirations, emphasizing that dreams should not be pursued for applause or validation, but as personal commitments that enrich one's life. This idea guides a Stoic man in how he navigates his dreams and ambitions, especially when it comes to sharing them with others, including romantic partners. Stoic principles teach that while dreams are deeply personal, they are also tied to what one can realistically control and achieve. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts," underscoring the Stoic belief that contentment is rooted in our inner world, our thoughts and attitudes. A Stoic's dreams are, therefore, not directed by societal pressures or the need for approval, but by a profound dedication to personal growth and inner fulfillment. When a Stoic man dreams, he does so with a sense of realism and purpose. He sees aspirations not as flights of fancy, but as attainable goals that harmonize with his values and strengths. Imagine this. Rather than craving recognition or seeking praise for his dreams, a Stoic man views them as a private journey of self-development. He might quietly work towards mastering a skill or building something meaningful, focusing on the progress itself rather than on external validation. This inner-directed approach doesn't mean he lacks ambition. Instead, it reflects a mature perspective that values personal fulfillment over applause. Stoic lessons remind us that the pursuit of dreams should enhance our character and align with our deepest values, not be swayed by the fleeting opinions of others. When a Stoic man pursues a dream, it's a reflection of his commitment to self-improvement, where each step brings him closer to a version of himself that he respects and values. This careful and intentional approach to dreams is also about maintaining independence and resilience. The Stoic man knows that relying on external validation can create a fragile foundation, as it often shifts with others' perceptions. He seeks instead to cultivate an iron mind that is unwavering, guided by self-sufficiency and inner strength. Think about it. When we depend on others to believe in our dreams for us, we risk losing our motivation when their support falters. A Stoic man bypasses this dependency by ensuring his ambitions are self-sustaining. He seeks encouragement from within, viewing his achievements as a testament to his resilience and discipline. He doesn't discourage support from others, but he values self-reliance, recognizing that true fulfillment comes from his own efforts, not from external cheerleading. In a world that often values dreams by their visibility or social approval, the Stoic man's quiet, inward focus serves as a powerful reminder that we can find purpose in the journey itself, even without an audience. To a Stoic man, dreams are most meaningful when they align with his character and ethical principles. His pursuit of goals is tempered by a realistic assessment of his strengths and a commitment to his responsibilities. He knows that ambition should not come at the expense of his core values, nor should it lead to a life of endless pursuit without satisfaction. This view contrasts sharply with today's hustle culture, which often glorifies chasing success at all costs. Instead, Stoicism teaches us that a worthwhile goal is one that resonates with who we are and that contributes to a life of balance and integrity. A Stoic's dreams are like a compass, guiding him forward with purpose, but always rooted in the present reality. Rather than fantasizing about distant successes, he focuses on small, consistent steps, valuing the journey and growth over the outcome. This focus on steady progress ensures that each step reflects his values and aligns with his long-term vision. The Stoic approach to dreams also involves letting go of outcomes that lie beyond one's control. While a Stoic man sets clear goals and takes intentional actions, he recognizes that success, as defined by external achievements, isn't always within his grasp. This isn't a pessimistic outlook, but a realistic one, reminding him to invest his energy where it will be most impactful, on his effort, attitude, and commitment. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." This wisdom guides the Stoic man to pour his efforts into what he can change, knowing that the true measure of his dream lies in the dedication he brings, not in how others perceive his success. By focusing on the process rather than the result, he finds contentment in knowing he's lived by his principles, regardless of how others may judge his achievements. In today's world, where social media often pushes us to share our dreams for likes and validation, the Stoic perspective offers a grounding lesson. It encourages us to examine our motivations and pursue aspirations that truly matter to us, not just those that gain approval. Have you ever found yourself caught in the cycle of dreaming big but feeling deflated by others' expectations? Stoicism teaches that our dreams, when pursued with sincerity and a sense of self-reliance, can offer lasting fulfillment, independent of external praise. The Stoic man doesn't shy away from dreaming. He simply ensures his dreams are rooted in a genuine desire to grow, improve, and live authentically. This autonomy doesn't mean he avoids support from those he cares about. Rather, it emphasizes that his dreams are deeply personal journeys that reflect his inner strength and resilience. The Stoic man's approach to dreams and aspirations is a journey defined by self-discipline, integrity, and inner peace. He knows that each step taken toward his goal is as important as the goal itself. He finds joy in the progress, growth, and learning along the way, embodying the Stoic lesson that the pursuit itself is often the most rewarding part. This mindset allows him to live with purpose, focusing on goals that resonate deeply with his values, and freeing himself from the distractions of validation and recognition. His dreams are not only a testament to his resilience, but also a reflection of his unwavering commitment to living by Stoic principles. And for each of us, this approach serves as a reminder to pursue dreams that align with our true selves, to invest in goals that bring genuine fulfillment, and to find strength in knowing that our journey, when grounded in authenticity and purpose, is worth more than any applause or approval. By living out these Stoic rules, we discover that the pursuit of our dreams, guided by resilience, integrity, and self-reliance, leads us to a life of meaning, balance, and true contentment. Seven, his mistakes. In the nuanced landscape of Stoic philosophy, the manner in which a man addresses his mistakes is not only insightful, but serves as a beacon of guidance, especially within the intricate dynamics shared between a man and a woman. Stoicism, with its rich heritage and profound wisdom, teaches us that mistakes are far from mere lapses in judgment or simple errors. They are, instead, pivotal moments that pave the way toward enlightenment and self-betterment. A man steeped in Stoic virtues approaches his missteps with a unique blend of humility, meticulousness, and a deep-seated commitment to introspective learning, embodying the essence of growth and resilience. Central to the Stoic doctrine on mistakes is the principle of discretion, particularly in the context of revealing these to a woman. This discretion is not born out of a desire to mask one's flaws in shame or fear, but stems from a profound understanding that mistakes are intensely personal journeys of learning. The Stoic man discerns that divulging his errors may not always serve a constructive purpose within the dynamics of a relationship or dialogue. It's a nuanced dance between openness and discernment, where the wisdom of restraint is valued. In the Stoic view, humility and diligence are not mere virtues, but the very compass by which one navigates the aftermath of mistakes. The Stoic man lives by the adage that to err is inherently human, yet he does not treat mistakes lightly. His decisions and actions are marked by careful deliberation, aimed at minimizing the occurrence of errors. However, when faced with mistakes, he does not retreat in denial or despair. Rather, he embraces these moments as golden opportunities for self-reflection and growth, adhering to the Stoic belief in the transformative power of learning from one's errors. This process of self-examination and learning is approached not with self-criticism or overwhelming guilt, but with a clear, rational mindset focused on uncovering the underlying causes and extracting valuable lessons. Such introspection is vital for converting mistakes into stepping stones towards wisdom, thereby enhancing one's ability to handle future challenges with increased sagacity. Furthermore, the Stoic man is characterized by his unwavering discipline and perseverance in amending his errors. He recognizes that personal improvement is an ongoing journey, demanding consistent effort and dedication. His mistakes do not define him. Instead, they act as catalysts for positive transformation and self-enhancement. Embracing responsibility for one's errors is another cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoic man eschews the temptation to cast blame outwardly or to indulge in self-reproach. He assumes full accountability for his actions and their repercussions, concentrating on rectifying the situation and averting similar errors in the future. Epictetus, a luminary in Stoic thought, encapsulated this ethos with his profound assertion, "It is not the things that happen to us that trouble us, but our opinions about them." This statement highlights the Stoic conviction that our perceptions and reactions to events, including our own mistakes, ultimately shape their impact on our lives. It's a testament to the power of perspective, underscoring the importance of adopting a constructive and resilient mindset in the face of adversity. In the modern context, this Stoic approach to mistakes offers invaluable lessons. It encourages men to navigate the complexities of life and relationships with wisdom, discretion, and an unwavering commitment to personal growth. By perceiving mistakes not as failures but as opportunities for development, and by applying Stoic virtues in everyday life, a man can cultivate a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him, fostering a life marked by continuous self-improvement and resilience. In essence, the Stoic man's handling of mistakes is a testament to the philosophy's enduring relevance. It's not about the concealment of flaws, but about fostering an inner fortitude and wisdom. Through embracing mistakes as avenues for growth and adhering to the principles of Stoicism, he navigates the voyage of life with a profound sense of purpose and a steadfast dedication to becoming a better version of himself, thereby enriching not only his own life, but also the lives of those around him. Do you find meaning in pursuing goals without needing validation from others? Type "inner power" below if you're on the same path. Let's connect over our shared pursuit of Stoic wisdom. (8) His pains. In the realm of Stoicism, the way a man handles his pain speaks volumes about his character, resilience, and unwavering dedication to preserving his inner peace. This Stoic approach to pain profoundly shapes his interactions and how he communicates his struggles, particularly in the intimate dynamics of a relationship with a woman. Stoicism doesn't advocate for the denial or suppression of pain, but rather for a transcendence of suffering, facing challenges with a stoic yet joyful spirit. When a Stoic man experiences pain, especially within the tapestry of a romantic relationship, he understands that showing his pain might be misconstrued as a display of suffering and despair. However, he does not let his pain overwhelm him. Adopting a stoic and cheerful outlook, he acknowledges that life's hurdles are a natural part of our existence. His response to pain is marked by endurance. He doesn't let his struggles alter his demeanor or mood, but faces them with patience and strength. Stoicism posits that bearing hardships with grace is not a weakness, but a testament to one's strength and resilience. The Stoic man embodies this principle, choosing to navigate through his pain with endurance and, remarkably, finding joy amidst adversity. He refrains from lamenting his fate. Instead, he accepts his pain with grace and gratitude, not out of a perverse desire for suffering, but from an understanding that enduring pain gracefully is a path to transformation. The Stoic man views pain as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Stoic philosophy offers a unique perspective on pain relief, suggesting that one should not seek immediate comfort from pain, but see it as a challenge that fosters strength. By perceiving pain as an opportunity for growth, he turns his ordeal into a meaningful part of his journey, transforming his experience into one of profound personal development. His approach to pain is not about exposing vulnerabilities or garnering sympathy. It's about seeing pain as a personal challenge and a chance for internal transformation. By choosing not to openly display his pain, he focuses his energy on overcoming obstacles with resilience, all the while maintaining a stoic and joyful demeanor. Seneca, a luminary in Stoic philosophy, encapsulated this ethos with his statement, "Fire tests gold, and misfortune tests brave men." This analogy highlights the Stoic belief that life's trials, represented by the metaphorical fire, are opportunities to showcase one's true character and resilience. The Stoic man meets these challenges with courage and strength, embodying Seneca's wisdom. The Stoic man's handling of pain is a delicate balance of endurance, joy, and growth. By facing challenges with resilience, keeping a joyful heart, and viewing pain as a growth opportunity, he lives up to the Stoic ideals of inner strength and peace. This approach allows him to transcend suffering and navigate life's ups and downs with grace, firmly committed to his personal evolution. To illustrate this principle further, consider the story of the ancient Stoic teacher who, when faced with the loss of everything he owned, remarked, "I have lost nothing that belongs to me." This story highlights the Stoic belief in distinguishing between what we can control, our responses and attitudes, and what we cannot control, such as external events and material possessions. It teaches us that true resilience lies not in the absence of pain, but in our ability to face it with courage and to find growth and wisdom in the process. In conclusion, the Stoic man's journey through pain is not just about enduring hardship, but about transforming it into an avenue for personal growth and development. By adopting a stoic and cheerful disposition in the face of pain, he not only preserves his inner tranquility, but also emerges stronger and more resilient. This stoic approach to pain is a powerful lesson for us all, encouraging us to face life's challenges with grace, resilience, and a positive spirit. As we conclude today's exploration of Stoic principles and the strength found in discretion, remember that these teachings are less about concealing parts of ourselves and more about cultivating resilience, integrity, and purpose. By applying these 8 Stoic principles, we don't just build inner strength. We transform how we approach every relationship, challenge, and ambition with wisdom, composure, and a deep sense of self-worth. Living with the courage to be selective about what we share is part of developing an iron mind that can withstand the unpredictability of life. Imagine the peace that comes from focusing on your values and purpose, choosing actions that align with your true self rather than being swayed by outside opinions. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to consider one area of your life where you could start embodying these Stoic values. Maybe it's in your relationships, your goals, or simply in how you handle daily stresses. What would it feel like to face each day grounded in the principles of inner strength and virtue? Share your thoughts or type "Embracing Stoicism" in the comments if you're ready to bring these lessons into your own life. Thank you for watching, and until next time, live with intention, embrace your path, and strive to be the strongest version of yourself.